Hello, welcome back to another episode of The Vampire Vet. This is episode 14, and it's Friday afternoon. And if you don't watch all my Let's Plays, you won't know what's happened just before this episode. But basically, Rodney and Tyree and George are all sad because they went along to Rodney's brother Maxime's wedding, and at the very end, his uncle died, and this is his uncle here, Sean Murray, and that's his mother Wendy's older brother. Wendy was the youngest of all the kids in that family. Anyway, so yeah, they're sad, and they will be for a few hours, and there's nothing we can do about it. Well, there's a few things you could do about it, but it's the kind of sad where you just want them to go through it, because it's natural to take some time to mourn the loss of a family member. Anyhow, so I just realized you probably won't have seen this in the last episode, but this is the gold Perica that Rodney brought back from Salvadorada, and he didn't sell it because he had enough money with the money that he found in the temple to pay his bills, but you can see they're right down to 686, so they might need to sell this at some point, but we'll see. Another thing I want to mention here is that I've changed the way I'm recording sound just slightly, so I'm now capturing the in-game sound differently. It's no longer coming through my microphone, so once I unpause, hopefully we'll have some sound and hopefully you'll be able to hear it. But what's the plan for today? Well, Tyree is very close to finishing this stage of his aspiration, so let's get him to come through here, and I don't know. Actually, I have a feeling that Landa wants to go on a walk. How about you give him a comforting hug, and then maybe... why is he going on a walk? Short walk, because the orb is so long. Wait, and then, you know me, I like stacking up my actions before I unpause. Rodney is actually, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode, but Rodney is working on his Master Vampire aspiration, and I just decided I should probably switch to it, and he should probably do it. And he invited a friend over at one point recently. Well, kind of semi-friend. Let's see if I can find her on the list. I'm trying to remember her name. It's Lily. He invited her around, and they had like a spa. I don't mean a spa. Well, it sounds like I'm talking about like a relaxing spa, but I'm talking about a spa as in a fight with an R in the end. So they had a little fight, a little play fight, and he won, and that's how he's got 1 out of 3 vampires in combat here. He needs to do 2 more, and there's a few around. There's a few vampires around, so I'm sure he's going to do it. But I just thought it'd be nice to finish his aspiration. I haven't actually done it before, and yeah, so there's quite a bit to go. And I think a while ago, a few episodes back, I knocked back his vampire lore skill, but it's back up again already, so it's not going to take him very long to maximize that. So that's one thing he's going to be working on. A few other things. I will actually unpause soon, I promise. We've got George here. George is actually about 8 days away from becoming a child, so that's something cool to look forward to. And he's just enjoying some, I think it's bacon and eggs or something like that. So little charming George is sad, unfortunately, because of the loss of his great uncle. But I'm sure he will come around soon. Oh, final thing I need to mention, hopefully this is the final thing, is after talking with the real person behind the name of the little kitten Eva, who was here, Eva has now left the house, and Eva is now with Rodney's mum and dad and a brother and sister-in-law in their house, and basically because their cat Beryl, who's the mother of Patrick, is now an elderly cat. She actually switched just after the the wedding. I'm calling it funeral now, even though it was a wedding, because it just kind of ended so sadly. Where is he? Where is she? I mean, probably not good to use George. So right, Beryl is here. Beryl, see, is now listed as an elder. So wow, time moves on. A lot faster for the cats and the dogs in this world than the humans. Because, for example, Wendy, I think, was born in 2016 in real world time. So she's been alive for like over a year, probably a year and a half, or more. Anyway, is that it? So yeah, I think that's it. Right, let's unpause and let's hope that the sound has been recorded. Actually, I think it is, so that's good. But we shall see, right? So, the thing is though about this new sound setup is that I can't actually hear it myself. The only way I could hear it is if I was listening on headphones. But I've done it this way because basically I don't want to have the sound up too loud for the neighbours. I don't want to be annoying for them. So yeah, hopefully they don't mind me talking at least. But they haven't complained or anything. It's just, well, typical me. I just basically do my best not to offend anyone, without them even realizing. Okay, so right, I was just about to pause again. I'm not going to do it. What is George doing? George is hopefully learning. See, he's doing sim shape, so he's working on his mental skill, which for a kid is called thinking skill. A toddler, sorry, is called thinking skill. So that's very good, because we need to get that up. He's still working on a couple of other skills, but he has maximized communication and potty, so that's great. But yeah, he needs to work on his other ones, and hopefully within the next few days before he ages up. Now Rodney is talking to George, and Rodney is also very thirsty, so we need to sort that out. What's Tyree doing? He's on his little walk. That's cool. Hang on, who's that walking past? Is that Sawyer? Yeah, Sawyer Angel. So that's actually one of Rodney's grandparents. And why does he look so down? Well, because of the exact same reason. And that's another thing I love about this game, is that, remembers that they were down as well, because they were also at the wedding. They were also, they also saw Sean die. So yeah, and here's another one. This is this is Rodney's dad, Timothy Angel. And he's down as well, you can tell. Oh, it's so sad. The whole neighborhood is upset. Well, contrary to popular belief, actually, there are people in this neighborhood, in this world, that aren't related to the Angel family. Like this lady, for example, Eva Caspian. She was in my playtesting world. She and her husband and kids, but they were kind of promoted into the legacy world because I kind of like their family. So anyway, just stop pausing from them and get on with the episode. How are we for time? Okay, so we've already used up 9 minutes and me blathering on with only unpausing for a short time. So right, what are we going to do? We're going to send, well, I was thinking of having some kind of, what you call it, club gathering with Tyree, but I think I'm going to skip that for now. And what I'll do instead is I want Rodney to go into work and see how the clinic's doing. So yeah, he also needs to grab some food. He doesn't need to do it in the dark anymore. Actually, I was so close to pausing it just then. I'm just gonna, oh look, I'm gonna pause it to have a look at that. Is that? Okay, this is a different skeleton person. Very creepy seeing her there, or him, or it. I don't know what it is. Oh, who's this? Talking about things for Rodney to eat. Kellen Lockhart, okay. Well, you know, he is very handy, isn't he? Let's go out and meet him. Let's show him pictures of Salvadorada. He seems to know him already. So right, cancel the chat with George. Go and show Kellen some pics of Salvadorada. Oh, you don't have to put your top back on. Oh well. Apparently that option to show the pictures is gone now. And he's walking off. Let's discuss dance techniques. Just hope it's not too late. Funny that he just disappeared so quickly. Hey, Kellen, how are you? So, Kellen, how about we just walk over here? Now, usually I leave Rodney's feeding till the very end of an episode, but since he's so starving now, let's get it out of the way, I think. Hopefully there are no Sims around watching. Hopefully they're now hidden from view. We shall see, right? It's like, hey Kellen, how's it going? I just thought you'd like to come out here and have a look at my flowers in the garden. Something like that. Okay, so let's get the business out of the way. Turn to vampire. Oh, don't! Come back! Who's that little cat? I think it's a stray. I had to take out the mod that stops strays appearing because it was stopping. It was the reason why in the last episode it didn't work. Okay, I think it's because it's daytime and it doesn't always work in the day for some reason, or it doesn't work in the day at all. Okay, so is he going to clean a puddle? Yes, he is. So yeah, the mod that prevents strays actually was preventing him from billing his patients in the clinic in the last episode. So that was the reason for that. But yeah, so he's going to have to somehow sort out his... There's a lot of puddles around, isn't there? It's from all the dog washing, I guess. Anyway, so he's going to have to sort out his thirst some other way. How are you going, George? He's fine. Actually, he should be put into bed. You can do that while you're around. Read him to sleep. Why not, eh? George, you can stop playing with that now. Hopefully that's now going to happen. So yes, strays are appearing in the neighborhood again, which is a bit annoying. But, oh well, not a big deal. I mean, I think we can get over that, can't we? Oh look! The walk is finished! And Leander looks a lot happier. Now, talking about Leander, I noticed that actually he's coming up to becoming an elder himself. And he hasn't had any puppies. So I've been looking around for potential partners for him. And what I'll do, I don't think they know any of the partners that I have in mind. No, I've actually got one particular dog in mind for him to partner with. So what I'll do is before I go to the clinic with Rodney, we'll have a look and I'll just show you who I've got in mind for Leander. So yeah, see you there in a sec. So, ages ago, when I first installed City Living expansion pack, this young lady, she's actually quite a lot older now, Saya Yamaguchi, she was made as the landlord for San Myshuno apartments. And yeah, if you have City Living, you'll know about that already. She's the one that either helps fix problems with the apartments or tells them off or whatever, or argues with them, whatever. And basically demands their rent. And I kind of let her... I have my MC Command Center mod set up so that if a non-played sim like Saya is in a house, then she is a potential mate for other Sims to be married to. So she was married to a Sim I had. I think his surname was Lewis or something like that. Let me just check. Yep. And she had a couple of kids, and one of them is this chap, Giomi. Probably when Saya dies, I will make Giomi the new landlord for San Myshuno. Be quite cool, I think. But they have a dog. They have this dog here, who's an Alsatian that I downloaded actually from the gallery. So he's been hand painted, and his name is Hero. And the reason why I gave him that name is because of the the ancient story of Leander and Hero. And Hero in that story was actually a woman, but in this case, Hero is a male dog. And I'm thinking that Hero is going to be the partner of Leander. And so if you see a puppy in the next episode, Hero will probably be the daddy, or Leander's the daddy, or they're both the daddies. Because this Let's Play is very kind of full of daddies or something like that. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. Anyway, vet clinic is open. Does he? Oh, he's still got his employees. Yep, excellent. So Ariel's neutral. Kale is satisfied. That's good. I think they both need a bit more training, basically. Because they're quite cheap to keep, and I'm sure if we invest in them a bit of training, they will do a better job, and then they'll be a bit more expensive, because I feel a bit guilty that they're making quite a lot of profit from this place, even though it's going straight back into the bills. Oh, hang on, I was wondering why no one was turning up, but it's because it's paused. Anyway, let's wait and see if people turn up. So come on, I'm ready, come on. Oh look, we have a Kale. Funny thing is, I don't know if this has happened to you as well, but Kale and Ariel, actually from a distance, they kind of look similar. They've got the same costume on. Kale's got quite some hips on him for a man, and they both got long kind of dreadlocky kind of hair. You see what I mean? And sometimes I look at one of them and think it's the other one. Yeah, a bit strange, but there you go. So they're both saying hello to Leander, which is nice. A bit of pausing there in the game. And we have Rodney's aunt. What's her name? I should have tried to remember, but yeah, her name is obviously Phoebe Angel. And Pietro Hilda Franklin. So not a relation of Leander, but quite a nice looking dog. He's kind of, what would you call it? I can't think of the name right now. Well, a bit wolf-like, but a bit like a Siberian Husky, but quite a big head, quite a big snout. So yeah, anyway, let's do a cautious introduction and then a greet patient warmly. So, oops, I forgot to move the camera again. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can still see the vet UI though. So yeah, I just had to cut a little bit there because got a bit confused. But I'll fix it up after the episode. I'll explain later. Or not. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, so, treat a patient. Just a standard checkup for Pietro today, please, doc. Okie dokie, let's do it. And who else is coming? Oh look, it's Bron! And Bron's sad because he was also at the wedding. That's kind of like the red wedding, but luckily nobody died. Well, apart from Sean. Anyway, I knew what I was meaning. Or did I? I don't know. So let's... oh, he's very stressed already. Let's calm him with the Soothe Pet first. I don't want to use my serum on him yet because I don't think it's going to take very long to get his symptoms sorted out. So because it's like a checkup rather than a disease, they won't be using the surgery table, but there is one extra symptom than usual. But yeah, let's start examining him. we took his temperature already, and that gave us 4 out of 5. And now with examining his skin fur, he's got all 5. I think we go straight to the preventative shot now. That's all we need. Actually heard that through my headphones. But yeah, otherwise I can't hear anything, which is a bit weird. It's kind of like I'm just talking to myself. So I'm just hoping that actually she's billed. Looks like it. Actually, give her a loving hug. Show her pictures of Salvadorada. Considering she's his aunt, he doesn't know her very well. I do think she looks a bit more like... actually, I was going to say she looks quite a bit like his dad, but obviously she's female, but there's still similarities. But actually thinking about it, I think she looks a little bit like Ruby. Can you imagine with Ruby's hair and Ruby's glasses? I think there's some similarities there. Because yeah, Ruby doesn't really look like her mum. I could have finally figured it out. I think it's only now because Ruby's a bit older that I'm noticing that. Also, I haven't really seen Phoebe that much. And I'm also, while I'm here, sorry to get distracted, while I'm here, I just want to check on the ancestry, like, how closely related is Phoebe? So, I think Phoebe's not a child of Scylla. Phoebe is a child of Sawyer. I'm pronouncing it a bit better this time. Because apparently my accent came out really strongly in the last Let's Play episode. So yeah, one of Sawyer's daughters is Phoebe, and I don't know who the mother was. Let's see if we can find out. So we click on Phoebe. That's the mother there, but we can't see her. But if we click on someone else, and then go back to Phoebe, hopefully we'll now see the mother. So Linda Angel. And I don't know her maiden name because that was back before I allowed both partners to keep their maiden names. If you know what I mean. Their birth names. I can see a bit of Ruby there as well. So maybe Phoebe and Timothy both picked up... No, because Timothy's not related to... Timothy's not related to her. Timothy's mum is Scylla. Oh, I don't know. So maybe Phoebe and Timothy both got their looks from Sawyer. Do we know Sawyer's parents? No, we don't. They would have been there, and I could look them up, but that's a bit of a diversion. So let's just leave that and get on with it. Let's see who else is waiting for a checkup. And I'm curious to see if the other staff members have actually done anything. Is anyone examining someone else? Okay, good. Kale is examining. Is this Fern? No, we're in a fern field. I knew Fern was in there somewhere. So yeah, she didn't have to wait very long apparently. She's very happy about that. And who's this? Peter. Okay, but who came in next after that? I assume it was Brun. And Brun has brought in who? Got some neighbours outside. Brun has brought in Crystal. So let's greet Brun. Because apparently Ariel hasn't done that yet. It's like, hi Brun, how's it going? How's Crystal? Crystal's looking a bit blue. Who's that? Is that Lupo? Yeah, Lupo Wolf. Anyway, Lupo Wolf is the father of the puppy Belle from the Angel and Alien Let's Play series. So anyway, treat patient. Crystal has been looking a bit sickly lately. Can you examine her? Yes, I can. That is one of my superpowers. So yeah. He's already there waiting because he just vampirically runs there. Crystal comes along slowly. I'm actually going to disallow new customers because they're just taking so long. Oh look, there's Vlad. Let's allow them. Hopefully he can check in because that'd be kind of cool. So he's in. Good. Let's disallow after him. Right. Let's start. Well, she doesn't need to be de-stressed. She doesn't need to be soothed or calmed. Let's examine her. Examine her mouth. Actually, it's the fur we want to look at, isn't it? She's got 4 symptoms, so if my prediction is right, because it's not a checkup, it won't be a surgical procedure. It will be something that he can fix right here on the exam table with a spray or a shot or something like that. And because he's quite a good veterinarian now, he only had to do 2 options to find what's wrong with her. And she's got frosty fur flu, which looks about right. And so we're going to give her an essence of placebo treat. As you do. Hey, Ariel, why don't you actually greet one of the patients? And congrats, Rodney, on vet level 10. So anyway, Crystal is cured. Good. That's very good. And Crystal is another one who hasn't had any kittens yet. Let's just quickly check. I want to check her age, and to find that out, I'm going to use the MC Command Center mod. You can see, yeah, she's an adult, but she's only 27 days out of 72, so it's not urgent for her to have kittens yet, so that's cool. Because there's really very little space in the 2 houses, 2 households at the moment. So yeah, I'm really pleased that that's not necessary. Anyway, Rodney. Yeah, let's console Brun about the death. See how Brun responds. Brun's quite a nice chap, so he's probably not going to get angry or anything about being consoled, like some Sims do. See, poor Brun. Oh, look, he gave a 5-star rating! And look, here's pictures of Salvadorada. Yep. Have a look at my pictures of Salvadorada. Brun's still sad though. That's good because he needs to work through it naturally. As someone who's just come through a period of mourning, you need to spend your time. So hang on a sec. Vlad, where did Vlad go? Where is Vlad? Actually, I've almost forgotten that he's starving. Oh, there's Vlad there sitting down. So, I don't know who came in next. Was it Pedro or was it Elias? Who's Elias's pet? Well, first of all, I know that Nospa here, the cat, is Vlad's, because it was a pet that I made for Vlad when cats and dogs arrived. I can't see any other pets. I must be blind. Anyway, where's Leander? Leander's over here. Okay. Is this working? I don't think it is. Let's empty that quickly with your vampiric running. And let's start it working. I don't know where the other pets are, but I don't think it matters either. Oh look! Nospa is having a fight with Pedro, the mailman. He's a mailman, by the way. There's a couple of mailmen in my world. Let's it's funny some of the options that come up. Let's show pictures of Salvadorada to Pedro as well. And you can probably already tell what I'm going to do. Because I'm naughty like that. I'm going to take him into here. Let's do chat here over there. So to get away from Ariel. And Lupo Wolf. Who's that going past? Is that Peter? Yep. And that's because Rodney is desperate to drink and Pietro is a definite hey, come over here. I was talking to you. Okay. Let's try again. Why are there always such bad options? Let's do share secret. I don't want to click through all the menus just to get them to move. Let's do chat here. No! Don't greet him! I need him. Who is that anyway? Is that... Is that the cat that was formerly called Sionduk? Yeah, it is. He's now called Tejo. Because I realised that it was a he rather than a she. Anyway, okay, so look, I think the only way this is going to work is if... why can't he examine her? Ah, because he's here with Lupo. That's why he won't move. Okay, so I'm going to have to try and grab him at the end. And Lias is with Tejo. So, Rodney has to take Vlad. Be patient normally, I was thinking, what else could I do? But obviously Rodney can't drink from Vlad. But yeah, Vlad is the one that turned Rodney when Rodney was a teenager. So, Nosfer has been looking a bit sickly lately. Can you examine him? Yes, I can do that. And I just want to check if the game remembers that he turned him. Doesn't say, does it? Unless that, yeah, master must mean, well, either it means it's his master, or it means that he is master level vampire. I'm not sure, but yeah. You also probably noticed that there were romantic interests, despite Vlad not really being Rodney's type. But you know, that's what he had to do to kind of get the whole bite thing. I know Rodney can walk through exam tables apparently. Anyway, so yeah, this is definitely the last patient because we're running out of time. But I'm hoping I can catch Pietro before he leaves, because Rodney is starving. Sorry about the clicking, I'm just alt-tabbing between different windows at the moment. Right, so, he's pretty stressed already, so let's calm him. Let's do soothe pet. I could use the serum, but I don't think it's necessary with this patient. Soothe is pretty good. There we go. All the way down to 0. So, only 3 symptoms? That's weird. Let's test ears. And let's see, maybe that's all he needs to do. Nope, he needs to do another thing as well. So how about, well, listen, let's give his eyes an exam actually. Because you'd think, you know, a cat that's living with Vlad has to have their eyes examined. So, he's got woozy kittyitis. And he is going to be administered a shot of eudaimonia concentrate. So Vlad had to wait a while, but he's not complaining about it. He's quite happy about the wait times. And he's given a 4-star rating. So right, I think that's finished now, and I think we've got Pietro on his own. Let's see if I can quickly go in there and grab a deep drink. He's still examining. Oh no, that's finished now. But yeah, 4-star looks like. Yep. And sorry Pietro, but you're just too attractive. Rodney can't resist. Thirst is going up. Hopefully it goes up to the top, but I've got a funny feeling it won't, which is kind of annoying because Rodney gets a lot more thirsty than usual because that was one of the weaknesses he had to take, so he could take more vampire powers. Oh no, I think it's going to fill, which is good. Excellent. Okay, so you just rest over there. So what's happening? Leander looks a bit unhappy. Let's give him a hug. Kale is still busy with Tejo. But hopefully we can get that rating to a 4. Let's give her some training. Brief training. And I don't know, ask about a day. And look, 4-star rating here as well. Let's manage Kale and give him training. You can stop that now. Rodney has discovered that Ariel Pode is an alien. I mean, she's not even in a disguise. You know, and she's also the sister-in-law of... she's the sister of your brother-in-law. I don't know exactly how you would describe that using terms. Anyway, so he's getting training too. She's getting training. Rodney's full. The family's not happy. It looks like George is still sad. But I think it seems like a natural end, and I know we've already gone over time, but this is, yeah, a natural end rather than a forced end. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back for another episode. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, completely forgot to end the clinic. Let's just close that clinic. Oh, 4-star rating, we've gone up half a star, and... yeah, 1,000 profit. Very nice. Still complaining about the ambience now? That's not good. Oh well. Anyway, see you soon. Bye. Hang on a sec. Thank you so much to the 60 or 70 regular viewers that come back for every episode. If you could please click like, I'd really appreciate it, because for some reason only a few of you do, but you keep coming back. Thank you so much. Here's a picture of a little puppy. Yeah, this is Leander's puppy.